Welcome everyone back. We're doing our second special of the week. I have my awesome friend Adrianna here. Now, as everyone knows, if you already listened to our top 5 episode with Lauren Simpson, as we discussed and broke it down, I'm going to break it down with Adrianna. And I think there's no one else better to really get an opinion on USA than Adrianna. Now, the goal is that the week after, we're going to try to get Lauren and Adrianna on board to do a recap. So we'll see if that comes aboard. If not, Adrianna, maybe Lauren, or both of them, the girls. But Adrianna is here with us right now, and she's still struggling to decide what her top 5 is. So I'm going to go first as she goes through her top 5. Now, I'm going to go with...
Did you tell them it's based on only headshots?
Yes. Well, they should, if they are listening to the show, if they're listening to our podcast, they should know that
this is the hardest thing ever, to only base it on the way they look. That's like not even how they actually win.
But I've told you for the last couple of years, that's how I pick the top 5 at Maryland, and
wow.
I'm pretty successful. So,
wow.
I know. Hey,
well, I can't promise that I will be the same.
No. This is just, but one of the things that's nice is that you can actually make a determination what it really is a good photo. Because as a photographer, I can say where it's out of focus and what they could have done better. But there might be some perspective. Lauren is a makeup artist, so Lauren could really give some really deep insight to her makeup. So I'm going to give you my first. Now,
okay.
I think she's going to win. She's a complete sweetheart, and that is New Mexico.
Okay.
So New Mexico has this beautiful, just absolutely beautiful.
Well, I love that she's Latina. Hey, hopefully we get one in there this year. They like to neglect us.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
She's so adorable. She's doing her commercials for the wand right now.
Cool.
The flat iron.
Mm-hmm.
And her hair is all blown out, so she's like posting. And she's doing double posts, so she's doing it in Spanish and in English.
Oh, wow.
She's like really cool. So that's my number 1. So are you ready to come up with your...
I'm not ranking them. I'm just going to name the 5 girls.
No, but what's your first one that you think you're going to go with?
Okay, well, I'm going to be biased because, Maryland forever, and it's about time we make it back into the top 5. It's been since Mame that we made it into the top 5. So I'm going to put Mariella in my top 5. Maryland is going in my top 5 because I love her so much. She's my baby sis.
And I won't disagree. Mariella's photo is very good.
It's beautiful. I love her photo. I love that shoulder, and I like how she kept the earrings simple because sometimes the earrings are way too much for me.
The nude lipstick really works with her too.
Mm-hmm. And I like that you can tell that she is tan and Latin in this photo because sometimes us Latinas look a little white passing.
But she's also Puerto Rican. She's from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my next one is Wisconsin. So I even have to look at her photo because when I was picking it with Lauren, it was a random pick. So let me pull up my Wisconsin pick as we look through these photos. So Wisconsin is that average, beautiful girl. She's got the green earrings, very simple, blown out hair. I think she's just a natural beauty. Now, I remember Lauren saying that it was too simple, and she basically said it was a simple photo, nothing out of the ordinary. So anything you would like to...
I like her makeup.
Do you think it's just too normal or too simple?
I like her makeup. I think the headshot's fine. I'm not a fan of the big earrings, so that is not my fave. But I think she looks nice. She's not in my top 5, but
so
she looks very cute.
The earring. So is that part of that feather phrase that everyone, is that part of that or that?
I just think if you're looking at the earring and not looking at her face, it's distracting. So in my headshot preference, I would always want to be looking at the woman's face and not at her accessories.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have your second one?
My second one, I think I'm going to have to pick. This is based on photo alone. I think I have to pick
We're not offending anyone. Don't
Shelby Brown from Idaho.
Idaho.
It's very sultry. She has this wet hair look, sort of, which is very different. Her makeup is on fleek. It's glowy. It's dewy. It's behind the shoulder. It's sexy. I like it. She looks like a USA. She looks like someone going for USA. And maybe Universe. But I know nothing about this girl. But Shelby Brown, great headshot, Idaho.
Oh, yes. Very that wet look.
Yeah, and that's not commonly done.
But you've actually done a couple photos
like
that this year. So is that the new trend with the custom?
I would say maybe in collaborations and building your book, but I don't know if it's a trend like nationally or anything.
And her cheeks are very nicely highlighted. Do you think they over whited her eyes a little bit? Because it looks like her eyes.
I would have never seen that, but yes, Paul, you're right. They may have done some extra photoshopping right there. Your photo skills.
I'm just thinking that her eyes would have had a little bit of a crease, but she's gorgeous. I love her small lips. I hate it when they overplump their lips. So yeah. All right. So good choice. I love that. I actually like the wet look. And I agree. It's something you don't get to see that much. Texas is my number 3.
Okay.
So Texas is a very just absolutely gorgeous. I actually fell in love with her just watching her do a questionnaire on Instagram, and I think she's going to be very, very difficult. She's just typical Texan, very bold,
She's Latina too?
I think so.
Benavides.
Yeah, awesome. She's just very like, get out of my way. And I love her. It's a different really type of photo. It's that off the shoulder, kind of the photo.
I like that she has a ponytail for sure. That's definitely not common. And her makeup is done very well. And her green eyes look great.
Yeah. And it's very close to the photo that I love the most that we've done in the past, with that straight on, really confident with the long neck look. Her eyebrows are so on point, and then I love the her eye color is so you could just, as a guy, I could stare at her eyes just naturally. So okay, so what would be your number 3? Are we getting into the challenge point?
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, I have another one. I can't decide if Texas is also in my top 5 or not.
Well, that's fine.
So she may be in my top 5, but I can't decide. But I know in my top 5 is also Oklahoma.
Oh,
Triana. Yeah,
wow.
Triana. And this is not, well, this is, her headshot's great. But I also know that she is a former Miss America title holder.
Oh.
And that means she has a bomb interview. So by using context clues, I would put her up there. She's also seemingly mixed with African American. And I think that diversity is something that is always, especially now, being recognized. So I would pick her as well. Oh, wait, I can't skip. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Well,
so Oklahoma is my third pick. So I have 2 more after this?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so.
And I was going to, so how do you, so you're focusing on that she's a past Miss America title holder. And you think
that's based on now my understanding.
She's
she's beautiful. I know.
Wow.
She's and so a lot of people.
Do you think the field's going to be very dark this year? Because we're picking like a lot of.
Well, I hope. Oh my gosh, I hope they crown a Latina. That would be the best day ever. But I think diversity is something that's very much being.
But we've kind of picked like a lot of Latinos.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy. I'm very happy with this.
Paul, that's why.
I don't think Idaho.
That's why I keep you around.
I don't think Idaho is. I don't think Idaho. Idaho looks very much Caucasian, so I still picked.
No.
But yeah, so I think Triana Brown from Oklahoma will make it up there for sure.
Okay. All right. So my number 4 now, meaning not what she'll get number 4, just in
your top 5.
In my top 5 is going to be West Virginia, and this is a gorgeous, tall, black.
Yeah, she looks beautiful.
And to be honest, she's absolutely more stunning in person than she is in her photos. She's an absolutely stunning girl. She's a former United States title holder with Virginia. So she's got one of the things she's got pedigree just like you did. So she might come very ready to win. And I think she's older too. I think she's like 26. So she might be prepared to win.
Cool.
So what do you
I'm going to have to say that my fourth is North Carolina. Chesley Christ,
Carolina,
who also has this amazing natural hair going on, a great smize. I like.
She does have a smile.
I just like it. She reminds me a little bit of Kyra with the natural hair, which was my Miss USA, Miss District of Columbia USA. She was then Miss USA my year. But she's more sultry than Kyra is, and definitely pulling the mixed vibes. And I think natural hair is something that a lot of women grew up not being proud of, and it's really awesome that they are now able to have role models like Chesley that will show their natural hair for the little girls to look up to her now.
Her natural curls are incredible.
I know if you zoom in, you can kind of see them much better.
Her neckline.
Mm-hmm. I love those clavicle bones. Like, this looks so good.
Personally, as a photographer, ladies, showing off your clavicle and showing, I mean, that's just sexy. Okay, you don't have to show off your chest. You show off
but having your shoulders
and she's got it. She doesn't have to go big. Remember, we were talking about earrings. She's just got that one gorgeous,
simple.
Yeah, you know.
Look, it draws you into her face.
And the makeup, okay, she's got very nude lipstick, very nothing bold, not a high red. Just
the main thing with headshots too is that you want it to look like the girl you're gonna see, and I feel like the people that I've picked all look like their headshots because it's all been more natural makeup and nothing too crazy.
But don't you think that's just what the current style is right now?
I agree completely. But it's still glam enough that it's still different, but you can still see that it's them. Okay,
so next to my New Mexico, this is the two girls that I think are going to win, okay? Is not West Virginia. Now, the reason why I say Virginia, she's a typical, beautiful, tall, gorgeous brunette.
And her eyes are so green.
Oh, yeah. She's just absolutely stunning. And what I think is her killer attribute is that she's also serving in the military.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's going to really play a major role. And I think they're going to key in on that like they did with Kyra a couple years ago.
No, with Deshauna.
Deshauna. So,
maybe that could definitely work in her favor.
So I really think that Virginia and New Mexico are going to do well. So now, not saying they're going to win or be in fifth. What is your number 5?
I don't think she'll be Miss USA, but for some reason, based on headshots, Alice Magoto, Miss Ohio USA, has really pulled me in with the absolute natural. This looks like an advertisement from like American Eagle Airy or like Victoria's Secret Pink.
That's pretty high praise.
I know. It just looks so there. She has no lipstick on. Her nose is highlighted great. She literally only looks like she's wearing mascara, a little bit of highlighter in her inner corner, and her eyebrows, and her hair is loose. She may be young, or she could be older trying to look younger. I don't know. I may not like the shirt she's wearing at all, but it's being covered up by the title. This like pink title is covering up her blouse, so I can't see if I like the shirt. But I am just very captivated by the uniqueness of this headshot.
Yeah.
It looks almost like a teen headshot, but I think it just really, she could be younger and she could be playing that like natural. She seems very natural, which is very fresh. Fun and fresh is what I think of this girl.
I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe not Miss USA, but she looks very unique, and I'm glad she showed diversity in her choice of headshot because it's not very stereotypical.
All right, so that's your top.
Those are my top 5.
Can you say them back?
Maryland. Oh, great. Maryland, Mariella Pepin.
Okay.
My girl, Sister Queen. I had Triana Brown, Miss Oklahoma. I also had Chesley Christ, Miss North Carolina, USA. Oh, I forgot Idaho. I had Idaho second. Okay, wait. I had Mariella Pepin, Miss Maryland, USA. My second choice was Shelby Brown, Miss Idaho, USA. My third choice was Triana Brown, Miss Oklahoma, USA. My fourth choice was Chesley Christ, Miss North Carolina, USA. And my last pick is Alice Magato, Miss Ohio, USA. Yeah. All dependent on the headshots.
Right, exactly. So if you're playing along, mine is New Mexico, Wisconsin, Texas, West Virginia, and Virginia. I would love for you guys to play with us. I'm going to have a little chat. You're more than welcome to join us during Miss USA. Also, please listen to our wrap-up show after Miss USA and see who the winner and the losers are. And hope you guys enjoy it.
Thanks so much, guys. And don't forget to follow me at Adrianna David.
And also, please check out her organization, charitiesangels.org, and please donate and tell your friends all about her organization.
Thank you so much, Paul.